Well, Evo Cups, it was pretty fun. It was, BT15 format normally, but the prizing, those like alt art of the armors and stuff that Joe was hyped for, like that was the prize. And I was like top four. And there's also like a champion Magnumon, I think. And so it comes with like Renamon, the armors, Buffmon sleep mode. There was one more thing, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Um, at our locals, it was basically like a lot sweatier. Like everyone brought out like very strong decks. I honestly think Evo Cups was just really good regionals testing though, because everyone was taking it more seriously for the prizing. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I think at our locals it was like 3 rounds because there was a lot of ties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was also DreadJoker's return to Digimon, so I'll let him speak more on that.
No, I was fighting with Discord. Uh, I was saying that Evo Cups, there was entirely too many ties, but Evo Cup season's not over, so you didn't really miss out. That was just a really early one. We have some more in the area coming up in like the next 2, 3 weeks. So you haven't missed your shot yet, Captain. I was like, yeah, but Evo Cup, funny enough, was my first tournament back in Digimon. As Arcane Kaze just mentioned, I'm back playing Digimon again. Oh, I was not expecting my first locals. I was like, yeah, all right. Let's see what deck can I bring to locals. All right, I'm gonna slap together armor and bring that to locals. And that's when I think it was Sheep. It was either Sheep or Joe was just like, nah, Friday's Evo Cup. I'm like, oh, like, uh-oh. I can't play armor in Evo Cup. I gotta play something I can be confident in. Not that I'm not confident in armor, but after being out of the game so long, armor is a deck that you gotta play. You gotta know what you're playing against. You gotta know matchups and shit like that. And I was like, nah, I don't have enough matchup knowledge to play armor. So I just fixed up my bunny ratios and took that to Evo Cup. And when I got there, sat down, flipped over my egg. My opponent flipped over his egg. He was also playing bunnies. I was like, oh, okay. Uh, some shenanigans happened on the TO side of things because they not like us, and so they had to repair. And I got repaired into armor. I'm like, okay. Then I win that match. Go into second round. Bunny mirror. I'm like, all right, well, bunny mirror. And I just get up and I look around like in between round one and two and like during round two, and I'm like, yo, why is everybody playing bunnies? Why is everybody playing armor? And I guess, it's just those decks are really cheap and easy to build, easy to upgrade. So for the people that haven't been playing as long as we have, or just looking for a really cheap competitive deck, armor and bunnies is just the way to go. And so it ended up just being armor and bunny mirrors with like a couple outliers. Well, you had Z was on Deva's. Uh, Good old Clay was putting his old tried and true Beelzemon through the ringer. Ariel was on Lugamon. I think Spider-Man was on
Some
Black War
Black War
Gray,
Gray. Hmm.
and then we had a stray Leviamon player, and then the rest, the other The other players were all on armor or bunnies.
And she was on Numamon.
Oh yeah, sheep on Numamon. No, Ariel one got with Wugamon. Clay got second place with Beelzemon. Good old faithful. He said, I could put this deck down in BT13, take a break, come back right before BT16 with the same deck that I had during BT13 and still do work. Actually, funny enough, his first round was against a buddy player, and he was just like, Mega Gargomon Ace does what?
Dude, I was sitting right next to him, and like me and Chief saw that whole interaction. That was funny. He was like, "Wait, so I can't digivolve my stasis man?" I'm like, he's learning. But then Mega Gargle just checks a rival's barrage or some shit and is like, "Okay, and now it's your turn to learn." It's like, all right,
He's like, yeah, he's like, I can't unsuspend, I can't digivolve, so I can't swing into you because then you're gonna make me not unable to suspend and unable to digivolve. So what can I do? And so he got clapped up game one, but the minute he learned the matchup, it took him one game to piece up that bunny player. Ended up taking second place, only because he actually ended up in a tie, I think, in round one, because he like we only had 45 minutes, and then we had 5 minutes overtime, and there's not as many decisive players as there used to be. I mean, there's a lot of lines of play now, so and nobody wants to get punished for making the wrong one, so it kind of stalls some people. And I'm kind of disrespectful. I start my turn the minute you push the memory counter over. You could be resolving all of your odd Digivolve effects. I'll still draw my card for turn start. I was just like, nah, clock is ticking, my boy. Yeah.
oh, true. Let's see. With four sovereigns, I got fourth. So I got the cool top four prizing. But yeah, Davis was pretty solid. It'll probably go into the regionals talk too in terms of matchups, but basically relearned the Lugamon matchup thanks to Ariel because I forgot he unsuspends when he pops something, not when something's deleted in general. So I'm like, okay, Synduramon the decoy Deva is going to be really good against that just to stop him from unsuspending in general. Fought Sheep with the Numamon matchup, and he basically said like, yeah, no, once Feng Long comes down, what do you do? It's like there's nothing else that can really happen other than just sit there and have a clear board turn after turn. And then of course had the match against Spider-Man because me and Spider-Man always get paired up at locals, but usually our Black Wargrave versus Davis matchups are pretty fun. So that was good. I mean, overall it was a fun time. So oh, TJ says, oh, can you guys not hear us? But yeah, while he's fixing it, but yeah, honestly, it was just cool seeing a lot of Drakes at locals again, really. And just talking about like the techs and stuff that we have in our deck, going into it and all
Oh
that. That
yeah,
was,
we were squatted up. It was
dude,
so nice to do that again.
dude, honestly. I saw the tech you put in your deck and I'm like, yo, that's nuts. And then I'm like, wait, but I also have a bunch of seven cost things. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're probably gonna get paired up and I'm gonna be in danger.
Yeah, so as I was updating my bunny deck, I was just like, I realized that I loaned my Death X, the loan copy of Death X that I got. I loaned it to Black Steve, but Black Steve recently sold his collection, and so he sold my Death X with it, and I was like, oh shit. Well, I'm like, well, now I don't have a Death X to put into bunnies. What am I gonna do? I need something that's I need a level 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be as versatile as Death X, unfortunately, but something that I could put over top of Mega Gargo that could be a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I found BT1 Armageddon Mon. I was just like, oh, yeah, BT1 Armageddon Mon's a sticky body, it could spin back your problem child that can't be destroyed.
Mm.
That'd be pretty helpful. And then I was going through my cards again, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Or Omnimon, or which Omnimon is it?
Merciful mode.
Omnimon Zwart.
Zwart.
Oh, Zora. Okay,
Original Zwart.
oh, wow.
Digivolves over a black, mills 3, and then plays 2 7 costs. Which means it can play Black Rapid from the discard pile, or it could play Mega Gargamon Ace because Mega Gargamon Ace is a 7 cost.
Right.
And then when Zwart swings, you bounce the level 6 back to hand to pop a level 6 or lower that's unsuspended. So you could bounce back the Mega Gargamon Ace and prep it for another Ace turn.
That's pretty spicy.
So I was like, ooh, this tech is kind of gas.
It's pretty spicy.
I was like,
bro.
this man is gonna trigger overflow himself and make it his opponent's problem. I got no respect for that one. That's
you. Shit. I really wish I could have went, man. I think it was, man.
It's okay, Cap. We'll get you to an Evo Cup.
Yeah, I want to play so bad, man. I just feel like
we got what, one next Saturday at Dream Wizards, and then we got one at Gritty the Sunday after that, and then another one at Gritty the Sunday after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang all them Jones, man. I'm going all of them.
And Chesapeake's on a Thursday. I think it's next Thursday.
Yeah. I want to go up to Chesapeake because I haven't been there in a while, and I just want to see like if the dude that made the monkey noises is still around because I want to confront him about that. But
but my Evo Cup run, I 2-0'd, or no, I beat Armor 2-1. Then round 2 got into a bunny mirror, and we ran out of time before I could close the game out. I had game, but we ran out of time before the game could close out.
If only you had 5 more minutes, man.
If I had 5 more minutes, I promise you I could have done it. Fire Rocket is a demon.
Fire Rocket is so good in bunnies.
Fire Rocket is a demon in bunnies, bro.
It really is.
And then round 3, I played Leviamon and got surprised by Leviamon because I had no idea what it did. So it beat me round 1, pieced him up round 2, and then again, Fire Rocket is a demon. I had game, and I ran out of time, and I was just like, God damn it, it's not even my fault.
I don't know why our locals does. Like, it's the only one that does 45 minutes. You were mentioning that. Like, it's the only locals that does 45-minute round.
Yeah, all the other locals that I've played at do 50 minutes. Our Bancho Beatdowns do 50 minutes. Regionals and Ulti Cups are 50 minutes. So, I don't know, bro.
It's so weird.
It is Bandai regulation that is 45 minutes, though, so can't get mad at it.
You can't get mad at it. Cannot get mad at it.
But even with the 2 ties, I still ended up in 7th place.
That's pretty good.
So still top 8. My first event back. We take those.
Take those out of what? How many? 16 or 20, 24?
Yeah, it was like 16, 18, something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think we hit 20 actually.
Oh, nice.
We didn't actually use the TCG Plus app. They put us all in as guests, so I couldn't even check the standings.
Damn.
Yeah, Sam.
How you
But I
feel?
know I got 7th, so that's all that matters.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
We
shit.
really squeaked in there.
So what'd you pull out of your packs? I'm curious.
My participation was a Flame Dramon,
It's
and
pretty
then
good.
I got a second participation for making top 8 and pulled a participation Magnamon.
That's really good. That's actually like that's actually heat, honestly.
Yeah, so the armor dream is coming together.
Armor Dream is coming together.
we back, boys.
Hey,
That much closer, bro. What about you? What about you, Zaki? How'd yours go?
I got right. My pulls. I got the Renamon,
Hmm.
and I think I got the Belphemon Sleep Mode, and then I got top four, so I got like one of each. So I
Okay.
was like, okay, I'll save these for a rainy day.
Right. What Renamon was it?
It's
It's the
the EX4.
EX4.
Yeah,
Damn, that
Yeah,
was
it's
the
like
new
you
one.
hit. Yeah, you can
the
stun
blue
someone,
yellow
but
ones. That's actually Kazuhamons.
Oh, true.
hmm
I channel my
which
frustrations and play the game
honestly,
on Sunday.
I don't mind that because once that one like what was it LM2 and then the maid mode ace comes out, that's probably
Yeah.
gonna get a lot more relevant again.
I thought they would have put LM2 and BT-16 as like toppers or something, but I don't think they have BT-16 as toppers as eggs, which is weird.
Nah, they're probably gonna slide LM2 into BT-17 and
That
make us scramble for it again.
oh my god, that's so gross. I don't.
They
Well,
they they
emphasis on the
they just
scrambles
Yeah, I'm
because
telling you,
love fucking us when it comes to ratios, bro.
it is disgusting. I hate how they do that, man. I hate how they put side sets in the main set because everybody wanted that, and it's so great. Everybody loves it. Nobody's complained about that at all. What?
I complained about it because fucking LM cucked me out of BT-15.
BT-15
Otherwise,
is some stuff.
I would have made my return a whole format ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I opened BT-15 expected to pull some Gabumon stuff and opened all LM, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not coming back right now.
Nah, nah.
they said, "Oh, you meant Jellymon, right?"
I was
Literally.
just like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I think I could extend my
Leave of absence.
vacation. No, I haven't turned in my leave of absence
Oh,
yet.
yeah, true.
I'm still a Drake for the next 24 hours.
Oh, right. I gotta collect that and then process it through the HR stuff. I got you. I got you.
Well, you, Mr. Arcane Kaze, how did your Evo Cup run go?
Oh, yeah, I already talked about it. It was mostly regionals practice.
Yeah, I got you.
Uh, learn. I think the number one lesson is Numamon though was don't be scared of getting your Aces D digivolved. They're just unwittingly fueling Fang Longmon for later.
I'm telling you, Fang Longmon
They
is a
just bait
fucking
that.
monster, bro.
Numamon isn't as scary as it was back in the day. Now that people have started to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like once you play against it a couple of times, you kind of know what to do. It doesn't really change
Yeah.
much, you know.
You get the gameplay flow of it and everything. I feel
Yeah.
like my matchup knowledge, I kind of cheated with it though, because last regional, as y'all know, I played Leomon
Mm.
and I ran into Numamon and I was like, oh, cool. D-Digivolve bot deck. Oh, all right. Nice. D-Digivolve bot deck. Swing, bot deck. Like I just kept bot deck every I'm like, this matchup's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Just don't get caught off guard with an early game of Zulongmon Ace and you're fine.
Yeah, literally, man. If you just like, if your deck has the potential to just bot deck the fucking new Memon stuff, then I would just like, that's what you want to like shoot for. Also, merciful mode. Merciful mode's a hell of a card.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, how did your regionals run go, Mr. Arcane Kaze? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So speaking of merciful mode, that it came into play a couple of times, but I guess we'll go through each game. So for my regionals run, I used four sovereigns slash devas,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The first round, it was actually pretty funny because I went against Wargray, and we both just took turns bricking. Like game
Okay.
one, he like only saw fives, and I just rolled him with Antilamon, and then game two. I'm like, okay, I only have one David to my name, a second David to my name, but we could do this. he just goes up the entire line and checks all my security. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, game three. And in game three, it was a little more even, but he found like the one of Greymon X and went up his line a lot quicker.
Mm.
And then the only thing I was able to do is, my only option is putting you to 5 memory. Oh well, this isn't good. So I lost that one. Um, Round two was against Lugamon. Shout out to Ariel for some of the last minute matchup knowledge on that.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. I think both of us did a couple of tricky plays. Like I think he had like a suspended Fenry, and then I knew he had Chimera in hand. So when he killed Emon Wumon, he was expecting me to target Fenry. Like his hand was going over everything. I was like, nah, pop the suspended level 4. He's like, oh, okay. And you pause and he's like, oh, huh. But he managed to, just play his cards right and then, find the other 4 to play for free and then just win in a Chimera again. I'm like, yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
But we ended up in a tie because both of our, like, game one was quick, but game two took a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we got to game three, we were like, oh, shoot, it's already overtime. And I mean, we could just try, but we'll see what happens. And that was a game where he had a kind of a slow start, and I had like the best Antilamon start. And I'm like, oh, dude, if I wasn't turn 3, oh man, I would have had this. But he was cool though. We tied. Um, Round three, funny enough, was against Beelzemon. That was such a matchup because he had the options to take care of Fanglongmon, but I'm like, all right, so long as I just time everything correctly, I should be good.
Mm.
Because like a Zulongmon could just bounce the what is it, Ballmon back to hand, and
Yeah.
I just kept setting him back with aces. And by time we were in time, his deck was empty, and I was like, all right, well, I am turn 3 and stuff, but I could lock down your board with Yabang Wumon. I'm guaranteed to win.
Mm.
So we could tie, or I could take it. He was like, "Nah, you're a good sport, everything. So you can have it because you have me dead to rights." I'm like, "All right, good stuff." Like he was a good sport about it. Um, and then the main point of conversation, I know through our chats and stuff while I was playing the regionals, the double back-to-back setcon matches. Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, the first setcon player, we only had one game. We tied because we literally were only able to play one game. And this man, we were talking about it afterwards. He actually teched out his entire deck to work well against Devas. And I was noticing it because this man, he had like, the Philemons to stop me from playing Fenglong by effect. He had, what else did he have? He had, Avenged Kidmon to like put the options to the bottom. So, and then like, we both just reset. He had a couple of other things, but the game was so long. I honestly forget a lot of it.
Fair enough.
And there was a couple of times where I could have had game, but I think he ran like 3 or 4 chaos decks or something like that. He just kept timing it to where it's like, okay, if I see a Fanglong come out, it's going into security, like no matter what. And I could have played out of it, but unfortunately, a Fanglongmon, like the game started with a Fanglongmon in security. So I was like, oh, if I had the extra one, I actually would have been able to just hard drop it, and I could have possibly, just swung security and trashed some stuff. Right. Because he didn't avenge Kidmon yet, so his options to get rid of it weren't back in the deck. And then yeah, we just tied that one. But funny enough, the second Secom player, he did not tech for the Davis matchup. That man, I think he only had like maybe 2 Pillowmon, I think.
Oh wow.
Which happened to work well against me, but that was it. And he even said like, oh yeah, I wasn't. He didn't tech it specifically for the matchup. So the first Secom player basically allowed me to just download the matchup, and then I was like, all right, cool, I got this. And then I got Antilamon, timed that right, and then I got it 2-0. So that was good.
Damn, you got a 2-0 against Setcon, man. You're the people's champion right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, according to both of them, they were like, yeah, this is like, Davis is a bad matchup against Setcon. And I'm like, really? I thought it'd be good against Fanglong because the only thing that could hit him is options. But seeing how they played it and stuff, I was like, you know what? I see why now, because we ignore Shadow Serafi so long as we stay as Davis, right? It's like, yeah, you could blast, but I'll get rid of it easily.
Right.
So unless you sack me, you're just gonna be putting me to like 8 memory or something, and just
And
I'll just be
Fanglong
able to
trashes
rebuild.
security, right?
It
Yeah,
does.
exactly. So it's like, oh, you didn't get rid of it that turn. All right, bet. I'm gonna trash security for every four sovereign I got out, and we're good. And I'm like, all right, I can see how this is a winning matchup for me. Not that
Anything
first
that
gate though.
ignores security is security
It's just good.
sitcom's
Yeah,
most
honestly.
worst nightmare.
Yeah,
It's like instilling the fear of God in them.
exactly. And then even if like in some cases, even when I got sacked, I actually didn't mind because I was like, oh wait, the only thing you have on board is a Death X I want to get rid of. So let me push out with this security check, Deva. Digivolve into Zhao and like
Pop the
swing,
joke.
pop a rookie or something. Just go 3 checks. I'm bound to die from one of them. So, oh look, I did. All right, cool. Goodbye, Death X. Like, so yeah. So
so,
that was pretty good.
so I'm glad you just put the fear of God in the 2 SATCOM players, bro. Thank you for that.
You're
Second,
I
making the
do what I
world a
can.
better
you're
place,
making the
one
world
second player
at
at
a
a time.
time.
All right.
I swear.
Fang Long the people's champ. But yeah, and then let me see, what was the next match? Oh right. So the round six, that was actually against Numamon. And yeah, shout out to Sheep for that. I was like, oh, so just spam aces as if I don't know what I'm doing to trick them, give them a good false sense of security, be like, oh yeah, I could de-digivolve that with Warumansamon. I could, oh yeah, that could get rid of Davis. Oh yeah, this is free. And then I'm like, yeah, you're right, it is free. And then I just drop the option. And it's like, all right, cool. Recover. Oh, you didn't recover. All right, cool. Swing, they're all dead again. And it's just looping that over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was good. I'm glad I had that matchup. Round seven. So I do have. So this was against Armors. I did have that matchup knowledge, but I kind of like in round one, we both took turns bricking.
Mm.
Round one, my opponent, it was his turn to actually. It wasn't. He didn't brick per se, but according to him, he fought this matchup before at his locals, and he always got punished for swinging early. So he was trying to establish a larger board. Like he had five, no, like 4 checks on board, but just didn't swing. He was like, "All right,
That's
bet
not
I'm gonna
good.
push up and then start swinging and stuff because you don't have a lot in your trash yet."
Right, right, right.
And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play this analog youth and then get two more Davis in there. Oh, all right, bet. Fang Long, you're bored. He's like, oh, dang, okay. And then we went on to round two, and he was telling me about it, and I'm like, you know what? I can't blame you because apparently he always hits the Davis that fuels it,
Mm.
and then if he doesn't do that, he always checks like the option and then guarantees them the Fang Long and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I can't. Based off your match of experience, I can't blame you for that one. Game two, it was definitely my turn to brick. Um, Best I was able to do. I mean, Red Joe could tell you, like it was basically like our start in the last game, before the Evo Cup repair, where it was like, okay, I got this, I got that. All right, I blast, and he's like, all right, Magna, and I'm like, you know what? I have a David Trash Bill, so I'm cool with that. But then he bounces the Black Source, so I can't try to arm him. I'm like, oh no, he's cooking.
He's
Oh,
thinking.
Davis. Oh, he's guaranteed to have the Zudo Ace.
The
I'm
anti-cooking.
done. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh crap. And then game three was probably my worst brick of the day. I was like, okay, I have all aces and a Deva. I was like, all right, I can only this. All right, cool, cool.
Mm.
And then it turned into all aces, period. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, so this is how it ends. And he had everything. He had like the Ukomon, the V, the Davis. Well, Ukomon, Davis play V. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to hatch play nothing or hatch. I think what did I do? I hatched and played just hard played a Zulog mod that bounced the V, and it
Damn.
didn't matter because he was just like play V again, Magna. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, here we go.
I'm not a
But
fan
yeah,
of
final
I'm not a fan of
good.
Ukomon in that deck, man. I am not a fan of
Oh,
Ukomon in
and
armor.
armors.
Yeah, I tried it. I didn't like it.
Honestly,
It
same. I
works for
remember.
some people.
Yeah.
Just don't waste your eggs on the Uko. It works if you don't waste your eggs on the Uko. As soon as armor is out of eggs by turn 4, they're screwed.
Yeah,
They're
literally.
cooked, yeah. Like I like Uko in that deck at like 2 or so, but
Yeah.
I don't like playing the playset because I'm just like, I mean, like Joe said, it's like don't waste all your eggs on it, number one, but number two,
And
I
a digital.
mean, exactly, and then no Digivolve. I'm like, I'd rather just have more VMons for Magna to go over for real.
Honestly.
I get where it works, but it's just Joe
It's
RNG
just
doesn't
rookie
say
rust
no.
with extra steps at that point.
Yeah, literally.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
So
But yeah, final match of my regionals run was scary. It was like Gaiomon X Antibody, the deck.
Yeah,
And
buddy, that D-Digivolve.
dude,
Digivolve,
yeah.
good
And
stuff,
here's the
bro.
it was funny because the Digivolve I wasn't too scared of because I'm like, okay, I don't have any aces yet. And even if I get one, it's like just don't do it. But that man, he was running the I don't know her name, but the Digipolice memory setter woman.
Yeah,
So he
tuck
had
that bitch
Alliance with
under.
it.
I'm a
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
blocker, bitch.
yeah. And I was like, oh, he has Alliance. Oh, he has all these extra checks. That man just cleared my security unsuspended and then trashed the last one. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
Spooky.
oh, okay. That it was very spooky. But then but the way it worked, because I went first, I think, I
Mm-hmm.
had a Antila in the back and he didn't get rid of one of the other Devas and stuff. So I was like, all
oh,
right, because I checked security. How did it go? I forget the exact flow, but this basically mirrored game one and game three were mirrors. Like I had early aggression and survived it, pushed out with Antilamon, checked
punished.
again, a Zulongmon, unsuspended Antila, did it again, and then just swung for game. Uh, and it all started because it's like game one, I was like, all right, I have to just keep checking for game, and then I did. So it was literally just I clear your security, you kill me on the clapback. Oh, you clear my security. Oh, I kill you on the clapback. That's literally how each of our games went. I was
It's
like,
a
oh my
nice
God.
game of chicken. Whoever pushes out first loses.
Honest, that's kind of how it felt, except I was the one hard play at 5, so I had to push out. I didn't have a choice. Um, but yeah, so I won game one. Game two, oh man. Game two, oh man, that was funny. So it was the same thing, right? The only
Mm-hmm.
difference was I only had one security. He had like 2 to 3 or so. And the position I was in, I had to keep getting rid of the stack, but unfortunately he had protoform under each. And I'm like, dang, so he's gonna keep recovering.
Mm-hmm.
But then we just got to a point where I'm like, yo, if I had Mega Gargle Ace in my head, I would win, but I just wasn't seeing it. But I just kept up uh, a Black Deva and a Green Deva, and I was like shuffling my hand, knowing damn well I don't have anything. I'm cooked. But I'm like, all right, hold on, this might matter. This might matter. All right, swing here. I'm like, okay, Pro 4 back to hand. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I just need to survive that. All right, perfect. I'm gonna play this and pass. And he's just sitting there like, oh, dude, you have the right Devas, don't you? Or the right sovereigns, like blast aces. I'm just looking at my hand with not a single blast ace. I'm like, I mean, they're pretty versatile. And I'm like, oh God, please,
You
please
bluffing
don't swing.
mother effer.
Dude, I bluffed him for like 2 turns straight
Hey,
because
bro,
he's like, if he
that's
swing,
part
if
of the
he
game.
I'm telling
it
you.
is because funny enough, if I had what he was worrying about, he would have straight up lost. So he was right to just be like, all right, I gotta set up another thing, get the back, make sure I don't swing just yet, and then
Mm-hmm.
set extra bodies on board. And I'm like, all right, good. This is just more Mega Dark Waste fuel. Don't draw it. Okay. Push out, do this, die, draw. Don't draw Fang Long either. I'm like,
Damn, no
okay.
Fang Long.
And I'm just
No
like,
Fang Long, no party.
exactly. And I'm just like, all right, I think I'm in a good position. Huh? Let me, play the loyalty deeper to this, end turn, good. And he's still like, damn, all right, bet. And I'm like, please stay scared. Please stay scared.
Please stay
And
scared.
he only gave me
Are
one
you
more
afraid of the
turn.
dark?
Exactly. And he
Like, if
took
I got it, you're cooked. If I have it, you're
exactly,
cooked.
If you have a
exactly.
flashlight, you're fine.
Honestly. And he swung once and I paused. I was like, how much DP is that? I was just asking questions like, all right, hopefully this is a good enough act. I'm like,
I
all
hate
right, the
this.
first one I'll let through, it was nothing. I'm like, dang, that could have been the option to get Fang back in my hand. And then I'm like, all right, swing it again. Just holding my haze like, Not yet. I'm like, all right, good, good. Dead draw again. I'm like, bro, oh, not like this. And then I just pass. And he's like, all right, screw it. All right, we're gonna sweep. I'm like, all right, yeah, you got it. We just started laughing about it. But then game three rolled around and it was a mirror of the first game because both of us knew like, all right, I mean, one of us just has to die fast. And he cleared my security and I'm like, and Telemon be goated. And Telemon was goated. And I got it. But that was a pretty fun. I think all my opponents were pretty cool too. I know Joe and I were like inviting people to the server back and forth.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah. What about
Yeah,
you,
I
Mr.
got the notification telling me that we got a surge of people coming in.
I did the
I'm
most
like,
HR thing for that.
Oh,
I
he
literally
did.
went
He
and
did.
typed up, hi, thanks for the games. It was real cool. And here's the Drakes thing. So literally, even though all right, I guess I can just, are we done with your regional run? Was that your last round?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
last
that was
round. The only thing to
Mine
cap it
was.
off, I will say the only thing to cap off my run, the goats, Mega Gargo Ace, and Telemon, of course. And funny enough, Mahiramon, the blue one that no one plays that strips the source,
Oh,
stripping
Shere
the top
Khan.
source.
Your little lion kitty
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, Shere
dude,
Khan,
yeah. I was like, dang, if funny enough, in one game versus Numon player, if I didn't have that, I would have lost because I had to strip the Dmvdrakes to make sure he didn't get anything in for free. And that was that. I was like, all right, sick. And
Shit.
win rate. Win rate. I love win rate in that deck. But all right, go ahead, Joe.
And you're not running the other old man, right?
Genai?
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 Yeah, I actually do like Genai in the deck. I did not run it though. And funny enough, the scenarios I was in where I would have used them, I mean, I could have gotten a little more mileage out of certain plays, but I would have dead drew anyways. And then the other scenarios where he would have been helpful, it actually would have been a trap for me to do. And it was actually good that I just stayed in raising. So
Yeah.
now I'm kind of back to being 50-50 on him again. But I am again a believer though overall because it synergizes with the deck well. It's just in my case for this
Yeah, my
regional, it
matchup,
just wouldn't have
when I
been
played it,
but
it had, the guy had
yeah,
Genai in his. But no, my regional run was. Honestly, if I'm playing in a regional, expect my run to go to shit. Because that's what happens every time.
Jesus.
okay. But I do want you to tell the people of how you made them work for it because when you were
Yeah.
telling me
You made
about
them
that,
All
work
right,
that
so
for
was
it.
wild.
I played basically Magnamon. It's armor, but I play all Magnamon.
Mm.
And so my first two rounds were just Joe Luck. I got Shine versus Shine for back-to-back round 1 and 2. And I tried. I did everything I could. But what was it? I think it was the second game versus Shine, right? I played and I somehow drew just nothing. You mully into nothing. I get only jamming Vmon, and I made a jamming Vmon live off of a BT-13 Magna 3 times. I only drew my 13 Magnas, and I literally drew one jamming Vmon, and that was it. But I literally made it float 3 times, and the guy was like, I can't believe I'm having to work this hard, and you've seen one rookie. I was like, me neither, bro. Me neither.
Jamming Vmon
imagine
That
never
was
running a
dies,
deck.
bro.
Imagine running a deck with 4 level
14 rookies.
5s and
14
14
rookies.
rookies and only
And you
seeing
see
one.
one. It was insane. So that was just kind of frustrating. My Davis match, I had to teach the guy what. That was my next game. So I went 0-2 to start because it was just back-to-back Shine, which is just rough. Can't really handle DP minus and them searching security so freely. So yeah, there was no way for me to keep pace with that. Game 3 was versus Davis. This matchup was fun as shit. If you don't know how to play against Davis, it's because every person plays it different. That's one problem.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'm pretty well versed in this. I had to teach him what Maelstrom was though. This man had never seen a Maelstrom. So when I great Maelstrom and put that to the bottom of the deck, I was like, I know you need certain pieces, and we're getting that blocker bitch out of here. He was like, oh, what does that do? So yeah, Maelstrom is still kind of my goat, I would say, but The David deck is very good. People are sleeping on how good the David deck is. Now, one thing I would say about it is highly player influenced. So it's not necessarily like always good. Does that make sense?
No,
Like it takes a good person. It takes a good person to like know their matchups and play the deck. I can see how some people have played against Devas and it hasn't done shit.
And it also
But,
depends
like,
on the text they put into it too. Like I think that element also personalizes it. Like I know one person in the tournament, he was on stream, he was running 2 Laplace's Demon, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Not the lap.
I mean, you
game.
can, you can. But I mean, I also hadn't seen many people like how you have Trident Arm in yours. I hadn't seen too many people running Trident Arm, and I think that's one of the best techs you can put in that deck because when it works, oh my god, does that work?
Yeah, I used that against Numemon too. I was like, all right, D-Digimon all the way to a stray Numemon X. Now swing.
And then my last round was round 4. Yeah, because I went 1-3. I would have drawn the Davis player, but they were dropping, and they just gave me the win.
Of course.
So I didn't even win.
No, you won the mental battle, man. That's all that matters.
Round 4, I had to teach someone else again what Maelstrom was because a Numemon player had never seen what Maelstrom was. So I had to teach them that. That's the only thing that's the only thing that happened that game. They just went too ham. It was close. That was a close game, but I just couldn't keep pace with Numemon. As soon as they're UFO'd out and shit, it's that they can go too fast.
Yeah. You need Death X to do
and so, at that point, man, well, I forgot about the other thing I did funny off. Three different times during the regional, I played Death X for 2. That's in 2 memory.
Jesus Christ.
3 different times. I remember I literally got in the call with the key and I was like, I lost again, but I did play Death X for 2. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, when I heard that for the 3rd time, I'm like, all right, so you're playing Dorugoramon in this regional and didn't tell me? Like, what is this? This man's a Death X Spain. And then Great Maelstroms, I'm like, you're running Death X.
In a wide board format. In wide board format, Death X goes crazy.
Honestly, Death X really just stays consistent, and that's the kind of thing I've kind of noticed. Because even when we aren't in a wide board format, we're in a wide tamer format. So it's not like board, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But a lot of stuff relies via tamer now, whether it be Digipolice, whether it be even like Gamamon, like everything relies on almost quote unquote 3 tamers, like to survive or just push. So I mean that's already -9. That's -9 for a freaking Death X.
Nah, you're absolutely right. Death X is always going to be that great equalizer, you know. So
well, that's why people are mad at it, but he literally, like we said in BT9 when he came out, he had to exist. It literally...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's just literally he was a meta... He allows the meta to exist because he is always there.
Yeah, he's always there. Man. He's always going to be necessary. And it's a little bit better than Ruin Mode because Ruin Mode, like, debatably is better than Death X, but you could put Death X in anything, man. You could put Death X.
Okay, the only reason I don't like Ruin Mode over Death X is Death X, I think, longevity-wise, Death X can just always affect things. The fact that he's always there to delete things. Ruin only does it that one turn, right?
Yeah.
Because then you have to delete him.
Yeah, you have to kill him.
I'm trying to make sure I'm remembering effects correctly.
Yeah,
like Death X just always, like, unless you remove Death X is going to be removing you.
Literally, man.
So, and Shine only doing it once is just one of those things that doesn't help me personally. Shine is very busted. But he is basically a wannabe. What is your David's name? I'm blanking. Banglong. Banglong is literally looked at Shine. Ruin Mode was like, that looks fun. I'm going to up that up a notch.
Honestly,
Like it won't last till your turn, but it's gonna be a hell of a lot more, and your Digimon won't be able to do a damn thing
You
about it.
said
I don't
I'm
know,
gonna
bro.
just nuke. I'm gonna just nuke everything. All
I
right,
mean, not a
cool.
lot of shit in this game could survive a minus 16 KDP, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
really? Yeah, I know.
yeah. Not a lot of shit could survive that.
16K, bro. I was hurting from the 12 from the shine.
Oh
Bro,
man. Now Spider-Man, he figured it out. That man played Black War Gray. I was like, how much DP did you get him up to again? He was like 17. I'm like, you're annoying. I'm like, yo, I can't even be mad about it because he did the correct thing.
So I guess we could just move on to the last topic of the night before we turn it in because we've been going for like 50 fucking minutes now. So what are we thinking for BT16 pre-release predictions? What's going to be the GOAT, man? I say
X.
Phoenix Mon
Phoenix.
X, bro. Yeah.
Phoenix Mon X,
Phoenix X.
bro. Yeah.
Card is
I was
dope.
talking to Joe. I was just like, all right, pre-release is tomorrow. We got to find the cracked cards with the format. What's the best level 6? Oh, Phoenix Mon. On deletion, it plays the other
Who did
level
I
6s.
say? Collision
Yes,
Horn.
correct.
Collision Horn. What is the
Sheepmon.
thing? Sheepmon.
Dorugoramon and
Oh,
Sheepmon, yeah.
Dorugora gives collision?
He does, yeah.
Well, Dorugora has
He has
collision. Yeah,
collision.
and then Sheepmon, yeah.
Ah.
I will say another sleeper pick though. Oh, go ahead, Dredger.
I was going to say, all of the armor level 4s, those are going to be clutch because, once they're deleted,
Armor.
they stick around. So you're going to be able to keep aggro. So you could literally just build common armor.
Oh, wait.
That
should
be able
Period.
to.
Because if you get any good shit to use Paildra's disgusting.
Yeah, I was gonna say the armors are gonna be good for enabling any of like the DNA mons you pull. Because you would think, well, it's a pre-release, maybe you won't be able to DNA often, but I mean, if you pull enough of those armors, you should be able to, because they're all two colored.
I thought DNA doesn't check for color.
In pre-release it doesn't check for color.
I don't
Check.
believe
Yeah,
so.
pre-release DNAs are dumb. They shouldn't.
No.
Pre-release
Fine.
DNAs should have their own language.
Yeah, they really.
Yeah, I thought
The
it was the
only-
same as hybrids,
The
where it's
only
like
thing
you still have to have
is
the color.
their
too, yeah.
effects would still all have to be the color related effects. Like you'd have to have or do like play a
But
chamber.
yeah,
of that color and
I could digivolve the black and a purple and make a Pyldra off that.
Bro,
That's
I'm
so
telling
funny.
you, the Pyldra is dumb. Dumb. I had to teach Alex today. This man was like, how do you source strip in
Oh
this deck?
yeah,
How have you read Davis and Ken?
Davis and Ken,
Davis
the
and Ken.
boys,
Yeah.
the homies.
He literally looked at me and said, "Oh, there's just no cards that strip sources in this deck." Because I was trying to stack some of my sources, and he was like, "I was like, I don't want to tell you to read this, but I think you have to read this."
Davis and
Ken.
I was
Ken.
He was like,
I was like, damn, bro. Feels good to be back.
That new Davis and Ken is so fucking good, man.
It's so cracked,
It's
dude.
so fucking good.
okay, but it also gets hella cracked, additionalized by the fucking Paildra being so fucking cracked.
Honestly,
I'm partition, dude. My
Partition and stun. Hey, what is that? Do you have less than the DNA stack? All right, yeah, you're stunned.
I love it.
Is that
That's
3
my
sources? Is
Yeah,
that? Oh,
you're
you
stunned.
think you're good?
Nah,
3
you're
sources
stunned.
and an X-Annie in your stack? What if you can't move, bruh?
What if you can't move? What if your legs are clipped, bro?
You know that thing you
said
have
lay
to
down.
do everything? Called suspend? Yeah, you ain't doing it.
Like you falling, and I'm gonna make sure you're not getting back up,
I'm
bro.
telling you, man. Man, honestly, I don't know.
And-
I think the weakest thing for pre-release is gonna probably be like, I would say like if you pull like a fucking Iola's Mon or like a fucking.
Can you know who will be the worst? I mean, all right. So
Biguko.
let's say you get rapid, right? What do you use for the rapid?
That is a very good point.
Like Magna has like 30 armors printed in the deck for him, or in the set for him. So Magna can still work, but like Rapid's a secret that what did he get? A few bunnies?
Yeah, he got some bunnies, but
He got the
yeah,
X
he got a
bunnies.
couple bunnies. I mean, he could go over a level 5, can't he?
Yeah, but he can't get his effects because you can't. They only trigger with Rapid X antibody, so you're kind of fucked.
So I think Rapid won't do much in the pre at all.
That's a good point.
Big Uko's probably gonna suck too.
Big Uko sucks because he requires you to have Louis, right? Does Big Uko require to have Louis?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Let me see.
No, he has an he has a end of turn effect and an on deletion effect.
Oh, so what? Louis is the one that needs Big Uko.
But Louis is the one that procs the Big Uko. So.
Okay. I had that reversed. I had it
By deleting one of your Ukomon and trashing one of your Digimon in the breeding area, you may play one Big Uko from your breeding area. I mean, in your breeding area.
I ain't playing. You want to know a card you never gonna see me play, guys?
Big Ukomon?
Big Ukomon.
You know what card I'm gonna be trying to put into play every goddamn turn, Vikemon is? Like a D-Digivolve 2
Okay,
things.
I'm also mad I just learned that's a free. What the fuck?
It is free. Heck yeah.
It's free.
Yeah, so any inheritable that
I
says,
literally
we're free of the traits.
I
You can give Vikemon Ace like, jamming.
This shit's stupid.
That's because that Vikemon is supposedly the evolution of Shakomon, so that's why he's a free type. But typically, I think he's a vaccine.
He's vaccine. He's normally vaccine.
I was like, there's no way, because I would have already peeped that because the first one can't be free, right, from the original Vike.
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna say there ain't no way I would have peeped that. I would have peeped that already.
Let me check really quick. Vikemon.
Yeah, you could. I mean, in Vikemon Aces,
I thought he was like a beast.
Nah, he's always been a free beastkin, bro. Like I'm looking at it right now.
Oh really?
Wait,
wow.
I thought he was a blue vaccine.
Nah, he's a free.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
He has
this whole time I've been thinking Azudo just becomes a fucking Vike, and I'm just wrong.
It's fucked up. He hasn't had a printing since BT7, bro. Why don't you have a tamer play?
He has two. He has two. One in the BT one, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he in
the original one in BT1, BT7, and now he's back again.
He's back.
He had a campaign
with a vengeance.
He came back.
This one is back for a Is it D-Digivolve 2?
It's stupid, bro. It's so
and then things with one source or less can't swing, and then when attacking, pop something with one or few sources.
How does blue continually get to be the most overstacked color in the game? I really just don't understand.
But blue is not even the blue. Blue hasn't even had dominance since what? Blue hybrid.
But you have everything. You have every single thing in that color, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, blue doesn't have a lot.
Blue literally has
everything. Blue has damn near every color, though. Blue has like almost every fucking keyword in the game, bro. I swear to God.
What's the only thing you don't have in blue? Decoy?
Raid.
No, they got raid.
Or no, we have raid now because of XP.
Yeah. Decoy, I think, is the only thing they don't have.
Decoy.
Nope.
Because you have a few with recover.
They don't have collision yet.
Yeah.
You don't say that out loud. It's coming next.
You know what's funny? I was about to say piercing, but I just remembered Chris Pilgrimon.
Chris Pilgrimon is piercing.
Yo.
Yeah, you're eating like a mofo right now.
Thingmon gives the Imperial line piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. So we get it green.
Yeah, Alex is back once he gaining fucking 4 memory off of this shit. I was like, damn.
It's okay. I will once Imperial's finished, I will never go into time again at Castle.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna make sure of that.
Hopefully, man.
Oh man, I think Publimon might be a little slept on though, because automatically.
Oh, it's truly a pre-release then. If Publimon's good.
Yeah, on play you could place the top card of one of your opponent's Digimon with the vaccine trait on the top of your opponent's security stack, and then when something's added to their security, you just if they have 3 or more, you trash the top or bottom.
Oh, so Publimon's like what, anti-Angemon?
Yeah, just anti-vaccine.
That's what he is.
Anti-vaccine.
He's racist. That's what that
is.
Yeah, no, literally.
You know what?
Racism.
I can get behind the racism on that one a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I play
Somebody
a TK.
That.
Yo, Drake's out of context for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, in regular meta, right? On regular meta, it's like, oh, I play TK. Let me search. All right, recover. And you're like, all right, trash it. What? Yeah, but
True.
yeah, it's on the screenshot, right?
Yeah, true.
You already know that bitch a fucking vaccine. Get that bitch out of
And
here.
then, yup. And then BT14 TK's played. It's like, all right, I'll take the top security and put this on the bottom. All right, trash the bottom. Bro, what? It's like just free
Yeah, if they
damage.
ever
I
put
love it.
anything at the bottom, fucking get rid of that bitch. I know that's a chaos degrade.
So Lugarmon is an X antibody? I did not know that. I didn't know he was not.
Yeah, the whole line is X anybody.
Really?
All of the SOCs, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
the
Fenrir
door.
line, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has Doru in that shit too, right? Because he's also
Oh, yeah, and Doru
going to be X. Yeah.
Lugamon is X antibody? Oh, this shit is X antibody? That's fucking crazy. I never knew that. Wow.
Yup.
Wow. Even Fenrir is X
Yeah,
antibody? Why?
the whole. Is it SOC Sons of Chaos?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Yeah, all of them are X Annie. I was telling you that because when they first like prepped it, they had the X Annie symbol. That's
Huh.
why I thought we were getting new alpha,
Damn.
but they went the other route, obviously, and used
Yeah,
the
buddy.
same Digimon, not same level 6.
Of course.
You see this
Shit.
Dorumon? He gonna be dastardly.
Honestly. I will say don't sleep on Cody and TK because we talked about all the source strip when you DNA, but being able to de-digivolve something just for DNA
so
digivolving is
That's so
kinda
dumb.
insane.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
stupid.
So long as it's yellow or black. Wow.
Everybody else out here getting exactly what they need. I'm gonna have to put Dino B and Gamamon to be happy. It's crazy.
That Dino B
Shoot,
is
I
heat,
mean,
bro.
it's still cooking. It's still cooking.
That Dino B is heat, man.
It really
I
is.
like that Dino B.
BT16 is heat.
Honestly.
BT16
As
is heat.
long as you can find something that you're interested in, BT16 is
And
the
if
way,
you
bro.
can't find something you're interested in, I'm going to be honest here. Wait, actually, never mind. You suck if you can't find something. This set's
I mean, everything.
this set's pretty good.
Everything got supported. That's the thing. You can find. You can play Harpymon beat.
Oh, I will say this now. Play your burbs now, people. It's
Oh,
our
yeah.
time to flap.
It's our
It is
time.
literally
It
our
is.
time to
It
flap.
really is.
It literally has never ever been existed till now. Garuda X is our god. We will follow him.
Looking at you,
follow him to
Birdly.
the end of the
Look at
movie.
you,
Bird is literally in your name. If
You
you're not
gotta
playing
play it.
birds at some point during this format, I'm taking your name away.
Yeah, because this.
Yo.
I also realized I can't run 4 Garuda X anymore.
Dog
I can't do
bird.
it. Or not Garuda X,
Let's go.
Garuda Ace. Garuda Ace.
Ace.
I would
yeah.
say 3 of that and 1 Garuda.
Nope, can't even run 3, bro.
Jesus. All right, now I'm out.
What?
I guess fuck
That's
that
wild.
tamer.
Are you kidding me? You have okay. When I just watched the Pale Dress strip 6 sources.
Oh, you're right. You're right, actually. And then Vagmines could de-digivolve
Six
you too. Actually, that's a
sources,
good point.
the key.
2 aces, I think, are good.
He tapped
2 sources
two.
is fine.
2, 6, 10, and I was just the Koromon. I was like, damn.
You gotta play the
thought this was an
Garuda
X any
Ace, bro. You gotta play the Garuda Ace because it plays the Sora for free, and then you get to trigger that off.
Yes,
the Garuda.
I
Yeah.
understand all of
You gotta
that,
do that.
but you can
that
also, if
too.
you are just doing a 7K, I'd rather have the Garuda blocker back and Garuda X on the Garuda blocker.
Fair enough.
Overflow is a
Because
hell of a
Garuda
drug.
X, the Garuda X has the inheritable to play a tamer for free when it goes anyway.
Jeez.
Yep.
Because
Which is
the
a thing
old
of
one-
attack now. Thanks to Phoenix X.
See, yeah. I literally, after getting 6 sources stripped out, I was like, well, we're going down to Garuda Ace. That was literally, I was like, so the only thing I learned was
Golly.
I'm tired of overflowing for you to gain more memory to Imperial me and freeze my board. I do not like this game. I'm going to stop this game now.
Fuck, man.
But Garuda X is busted because you can actually just pop a Digimon, not just a blocker. So Garuda X beats Garuda Ace.
This new Mechanoria is pretty good too. It has blocker and armor purge and on play. If you put a Digipolice in it, if you tuck a Digipolice, you could de-digivolve something.
Who?
Mechanoria.
Oh, Mechanori.
I don't want to talk about that. Why did he get armor purge?
Because apparently Commandramon is inside
Commandramon
of
in
there.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I will say.
Don't get mad at me.
good-
I'm just reading what the fuck I'm reading.
It'd be what
Yeah,
it
it's gonna
be.
be
You. I'm
But
fucking.
how about we not give out all the free content?
Oh,
and
yeah,
save
that's
some of
pretty
this
cool.
for the set review that we're going to do later.
That's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I will say the only last two things I want to touch on for pre-release specifically. I think the eggs, blue, purple, and yellow eggs might be some good go-tos because you're more than likely gonna have two color stuff at
Yeah,
some
because my
point.
red egg sucks. They refuse to give them
I
a
disagree with that statement, and I'm gonna just say this for my rebuttal.
the red egg.
No, I'm gonna just say this for pre-release. Any egg is good in pre-release, bro. No matter what.
Oh, that's facts.
Well, yeah.
Actually, he's right.
Yeah.
It's straight
Listen.
fire over there.
That wasn't me saying like, oh, don't run certain eggs. No, I'm just saying the best
Man,
ones
he just
probably
basically
go
said
egg.
out loud, "I'm gonna open one egg tomorrow."
Dog, if you
And
pull
then-
Actually, I was
Pokemon or
watching
whatever-
some watching some pack openings. It's possible to open 2 eggs in a pack now.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
fucking
Oh,
beautiful.
nice.
I will say some of it seemed kind of clumped.
Yeah, the pull rates seem kind of weird.
Yeah.
From everything we've seen happen, I was like, "Oh, that seems to be not like I don't know the right word. What's it when it's ordered? Like they keep coming in the same exact order."
Like
Ratio,
fixed
no.
rates or something.
Fixed rates or something.
Sort of, because it literally felt like I saw a couple of the packs where it was literally the same 5 cards in a row, and I'm like,
That was
"Ooh, that's."
EX2 as well, right?
Was it EX? Oh, I think it was.
Because I
EX.
remember I got 2 boxes, and it's like, oh, my alts are Kalumon, the Gallon Egg, and then Beelzebub.
Oh, yours
so
was.
cool.
Oh, I forgot
And
about
then
it.
in the second box,
Dude,
the exact same 3 cards. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what?
That is fucking
I remember
weird.
that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I'm
Double
not gonna-
boxes hurt, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
then-
the thing that makes that hurt
hopefully
is how.
we'll see some of the pull rates, and the winner of our Kaze tournament will hopefully pull the nuts because it was handed to you by the Drakes.
it was handed.
Yeah,
to
so
me.
this is the
True.
requirement for the Kaze tournament. So it happens, you pull a gold magna, and then we take that as your fee.
Literally.
Correct.
Alright.
If you
The
refuse,
PO organizer fee.
Organized.
If you refuse, then we're gonna have 6 more letters of absence sent in, and we're gonna have a brawl.
We're gonna have a
we're
brawl.
gonna just be careful going past the giant. When you're trying to leave. I don't know. It gets kind of wild over there.
Yeah,
When you don't
Watch
wear,
that corner
gold
behind the
magnet feet.
Starbucks near Cass.
No, definitely
Right?
watch that corner, bro.
Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, do watch that corner because this lady almost hit me right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yup.
They be
That shit was
flying out of
crazy.
that Starbucks, man. They don't got no regard for human life after getting Starbucks.
Yeah, they got their caffeine. They got their
caffeine,
crack.
bro. They got wired.
Yeah, shit, I almost got hit like 4 times behind that Starbucks, bro.
But yeah, and watch out for Cherubi X in your pre-release openings. That's
Cherubi
gonna
X
be a
is
good
pretty
pre-release boss monster.
So
I think that's it.
watch your level 6s.
Yeah.
Good luck at your pre-releases.
Get as many eggs as you can.
Be at the Kaze
Mhm.
tournament. Otherwise, you're a loser. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to call you.
Hey, man, if you don't go to the Kaze tournament, your chances of getting Magnus go down tremendously. I'm gonna just be honest, bro.
Look, if y'all don't know me, I work at a game store. I deal with distribution a lot, and distribution for BT-16 is about to be super scuffed. A lot of stores dropped Digimon before BT-16, and so when BT-16 came around and popularity started surging, Bandai did not print enough because a lot of stores dropped it. So
Yeah, when everybody
game
had to order
stores.
16, we weren't in the high of Digimon. We were what? That was November. We were at what, BT-13 format?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we were in BT 13.2 Chain of Memories, past 6, whatever we were on.
What?
Yeah, we were
13.5 days.
BT-13. We were in I think it was BT-12 365 368 by 2.
I love how every time we have like a midpoint in a Digimon format, we call it fucking like chain of memories, bro. So we're EX5 chain of memories.
We're all haunted by
Yo.
Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. It's never going away.
It's gonna be either
Nah,
chain of memories or the
BT-13
set number over 2
BT-13
days.
Birth by Sleep.
Honest, birth by sleep mode.
Birth by sleep mode. Oh shit.
But all right, chat. It's time for us to go.
Yeah, I gotta go lay down. Thanks
We
again.
gotta get prepped up for pre-release tomorrow.
Honestly, thank you all so much for coming out to the podcast. Sorry we didn't engage in chat too much. We were kind of rambling. I promise maybe next time we'll look at chat probably. So y'all have a good night.
He's lying. We're not gonna look at chat.
Y'all have a good night.
Well, we love you anyway.
We love you anyway.
Love y'all. Catch you next one.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
shout out
have
to
a good
Tilted
one.
Sheep for the subscription on the Prime, man. We appreciate it. All right. Y'all have a good night now. Sorry, Jarrett. We gotta go.